My military power went a lot down because I wasn't at war. I'm not at war anymore, so I wasn't spending as much on the stockpile, which is alright. We're still number 7. As long as I don't go below number 8, I'll be okay. But it really doesn't look like I'm going to fall behind the Ottomans anytime soon. How is our capitalist situation doing? Almost at 5,000. Once I get to 5,000, I think I'll switch to making more craftsmen again. And I think I'm going to leave the irregulars here, and then I'm going to bring the other army back to Korea. I like to keep my actual fighting armies in a similar location. Wow, these armies really are not very good. I think I might have to rebuild them. Alright. Now let's just get rid of all these irregulars. And there's a good army. Why did I click balance? That wasn't smart. Didn't even know that balance was a thing. Here we are. Let's send that there. Let's intervene immediately. We don't want to lose any more population. Our population actually went up by very little after winning. I thought that they would have more people living here. Apparently not. Although we did get a decent supply of tropical wood from that, as well as a little bit of opium. Alright, get back on the ship. Send that ship back to Korea. And then after I get this ideological thought, I'm going to focus on getting some of these ships here. I believe you need iron steamers for something in the colonization thing. I don't know. I think I'm going to go for that. I could do with a better navy. Although, when does this next one open up? 1860. So actually, after I'm done with this ideological thought, I'm going to go for empiricism. Those extra research points are always very important when you're playing catch-up with your technology like I am. One thing I've always liked about Victoria, though, is how the nationality system works. How people immigrate and move around your nation. And so I bet if you were to look at my capital province, I probably have people of other nationalities in here now. Wow, I actually don't. I would have expected some of the Koreans or Malaysian people to move to it. That always happens when I play as the North German Federation. I have a lot of Polish people emigrating to Berlin. See, look at them now. They have 2% Polish, and I bet you would find if you clicked on the population for each one of these provinces that there'd be a Polish minority. Over time, if you have different political, policy, such as limited citizenship or full citizenship, you'll get what's called assimilation, and that means that the population, the Polish population, say in Germany, would over time become North German. And it's kind of, it doesn't really make much sense. Whereas, since I have residency, you get very little to no assimilation. The people are just going to remain Korean forever. Whereas if you had full citizenship, they'll consider themselves North Germans very slowly. Or Japanese in my case. It doesn't really make sense. I think it should be the other way around, but, you know, I guess it does make a little bit of sense. Do we have over 5,000 capitalists? Just about. I think it's time enough to switch it. Especially in this province where we have so many. Let's look for a good place to add craftsmen. Somewhere that's profitable. Pyongyang. No, we want Sorry One. Where is Sorry One in the first place? Let's check. There it is. Oh, okay. South North Korea. Kaesong. That's funny. Anyway. As soon as I get some more craftsmen here, that'll be very useful. I think it's important that I make more steel, considering steel is in high demand. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, let's just allow those meetings. That's good. I want to liberalize over time. Particularly, I want to get social reforms. I like the social reforms not only because they slow down the rate of emigration, which isn't really an issue for me right now. I like to get the social reforms such as minimum wage, because it actually does give your people more money. And if your people have more money, then they'll be able to buy their goods more, and incidentally, you get more taxes out of them. So it's kind of similar to how in the real world, if you increase the minimum wage, prices won't increase in the real world, just not like in terms of economics. People will be able to buy more, and it's almost never a bad idea to raise minimum wage to something reasonable, not only in Victoria, but in the real world. Let's increase that speed a bit. Not much is going on. We're not at war. However, just to make my factories a bit more profitable, I'm going to lower my tariffs. Since I want to move over to capitalists, if I get rid of those tariffs, it'll be very useful for them because they won't have to pay as much to import things. And any industrialized society is going to have to import some of their resources. Now that that's done, let's go for empiricism. And I'm going to try out lowering my subsidies for some things. Yeah, obviously some of these things are not going to be able to be unsubsidized. Such as that. Hokkaido is going to need another factory. That doesn't need to be subsidized. See, they're doing fine. Do want to subsidize that. I don't necessarily need to do that one. See, they're doing fine. This is a bit volatile, so I'm going to want to keep that subsidized, even though it might be profitable in the long run. I think that's about it for unsubsidizing. Yeah, we're still paying quite a bit on industrial subsidies, and that's probably due to some of these factories, such as this fertilizer one. Fertilizer is a very terrible thing. So actually, I think I should unsubsidize that. Then people will go move to this cement factory, which might end up being more profitable. What project? Oh, no. Stop making clipper shipyards. Those are a terrible idea. Oh yeah, I forgot. Since I got that last technology, we have another national focus. So, for that, where should I support more workers? I don't think I need to support any more craftsmen there. I think I should actually do capitalists. I should do craftsmen there. This province in particular, I think I should increase craftsmen. And now the industry is actually growing at a decent rate. That's okay. And we have got more than 5,000 capitalists, which is what I was shooting for. And it's still going up, so that's a good sign. And we're getting hundreds of craftsmen daily. Excellent. I don't like these newspapers. I think it's a pretty cool gimmick, but eh. If I want to see what's going on, I'll check. And wow, this North German Federation is really shaking things up over there. It's really unusual for me to see them do that so much. Normally I see them just either invade France right away and get demolished, or just never become a thing. Alright. I think it's about time to rebuild some of my military, which means I'm probably going to have to put my national focus on, oh wow, look at that. So this is not profitable at all. Is it? Market spending was 17. It looks like it's profitable. Yeah, it is profitable. Anyway, let's close this factory. That was useless. And let's put some other alternatives for something that's profitable. See, we're importing quite a bit of grain, which is not good. We're also importing fruit and wool. However, we're exporting lumber and fish. I wish it would show you some of the things that you make, like, in a more efficient way. So for now, I think I'm going to make, I don't really have very many things that I can make. Later in the game, I hope to be some of the first to get automobiles and like electric gear, that kind of stuff. That's not going to be for quite some time. Until then, I'm just going to have to make liquor, glass, and cement. Alright then. Maybe some steel. Let's make another steel factory there. Anyway. I'm going to have to change my national focus to some soldiers. This is going to start going up a lot quicker. Increase that to 50. Yeah. Costs so much money. Not really. Since I have $1 million in the bank, it's not really so much of an issue to buy goods. See how that number's going down? That's just saying how much goods it's trying to currently buy. And it's slowly going down as it gets more and more every day. Let's see, how many more people are becoming soldiers now? Yeah, that number is actually going up. So, let's over here in the homeland. This is a bunch of infantry. So, since there's 11 infantry, I could probably split that in half, about 6 and 5. So let's do that, just make it a bit more easy. And then, so that means I'm gonna have to make 15,000 of other units. I don't want Korean stuff. No offense, Korea. But I just want to be on this island. Suppose that's not an option, though. Let's make 2 of those, that's 6,000, 21,000, and we'll have to make, let's say, 1 of those, 2 hussars. And for these guys, we're going to need to only make 4 units. So, once again, let's make 2 of those, and 1 and 1. Nope. Sorry, Albania. I don't want to support a war in Europe. Wow, North German Confederation. They took more lands from the Netherlands. That's eventually gonna provoke a war. Let's have all the guys go to Busan. Let's go to that recruitment map mode. Looks like they're already going to Incheon. Let's get rid of that. Oh, let's move our fleet to Busan. Let's do that. Alright. Wow, look at that. We're already getting a lot more soldiers. And we're getting more craftsmen. So where are they all coming from? Farmers, probably? Yeah, farmers. And laborers. And laborers. And we have people moving into being officers. We would like some clerks. That seems to be going down. No, it's about staying stagnant. That's alright. So how's that military building doing? Almost done. 20 days left. After I finish building my military, I think I'm gonna call this Part quits. That's much better. That's alright. All these Korean units are down building. Load them on the ships. Send them over to Fukui, or however that is pronounced. Alright. Now that's got 24, and it has artillery, so it's probably gonna need 1 and 1. Probably. I think that's what I wanted. Yeah. So this is a bit more of an organized army. Might suck a little less. That's always good. I like sucking less. My industry's doing alright. We started in the 50s, I think, in this recession. Wow, I don't want to be in a recession. Kansai's doing excellently. Let's increase that and that. These are all without subsidies, which is excellent. Does that need subsidies? Or is the cotton market too volatile? No, it's doing alright. Let's increase that then. Does that need subsidies? No, it doesn't. Awesome. Sorry, one. Yeah, they have this iron shortage. They're doing great over there. It's doing excellent as well as that. Alright, industry's doing great. And for that, I'm just going to call this session quits now. Not the alternative. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll be hopefully finishing up this series in a relatively short period of time. And I'll see you guys next time.